Oh,
4, 3, 5, 2. Good morning, guys and girls. This is Lonnie over in Longview in L-Town. That's B in K-Town, and it's the BLV hour, which is I'm the pound and he's the hour. Is that right? No, actually I'm the L, he's the B, and that makes us a pound, right? Because all LBs go in pound. So we're the pound hour.
there you
There you
go.
go. And we're just gonna sit here for the next couple minutes, maybe 50, maybe even an hour. You never know. We're gonna talk about some stuff, gonna educate you on some local stuff about us, actually. It's all about questioning each other. And however we can help you brighten your day and smile or two, then that's a good thing. We make people think, make you think about the things about your past and stuff. I often have questions all day long for Brian, and he throws them at me sometimes, and it's kind of fun. Just by the way, this is just for us to learn to speak again in public, and we just publicized this channel. So before that, we're just doing it for our fun, and we still are doing it for fun. It's just for fun, right? As the code would say. Anyways, this is Brian. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm actually doing it for fame and profit, but that's okay. We don't have to have the same objective.
That's okay. Fame and fortune is always good, you know.
Yeah.
I go by the Zig Ziglar quote of, if you help enough people get what they want in this world, then you're bound in turn to get what you need. So I'm helping Brian become rich and famous.
Well, if you get good enough at what you do, everything will take care of itself. Here's an official proclamation. Today is Throwback Thursday. A little pun there, Throwback Thursday.
Yes, and so
you got a lot of famous Thoreau quotes.
Yeah, I'm sure I've got a lot of famous Thoreau quotes. Actually, I think Robert Frost is in his Thoreau books. Is two roads diverge within a wood. Remember that whole poem? I think that's in that Bill Thoreau's giant blue book in college. I remember that, right?
Yeah. Thoreau said about Frost, he said, I'm glad I only have to see Frost in the winter, and that's too much.
Hey, you know what you do? You take that joke and throw it out the window.
That was a good joke. He stepped on it a bit, but not a stomp, but more of a tap step.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a good one. So Thoreau, yeah. Frost, thank God Frost only shows up in the winter, and that's even too much. I don't even know if they met. The others, do you know any Thoreau quotes?
I can't think of any. I cannot think of any Thoreau quotes.
Well, this joke will only be understood by people that know about Thoreau, but his most famous quote is, I wouldn't drink out of that pond if I were you. His whole career is about a pond. So.
Is it? What do you mean?
Yeah. Walden's Pond is his main.
Walden's Pond? Oh.
Yeah, that's the number one association with Thoreau.
Oh, that's cool. I don't remember him, but I remember the book of his, but but other than that, no, I do remember on Walden's Pond.
We had to read Thoreau, and we also had to read all the racist Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah, those are so racist. Yeah, interesting. But but that book, he did a movie out of it called On Walden's Pond. That's how old you are. That's how old I am.
Good one. On Golden
I don't even remember that joke. On Walden's Pond. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the real movie, the actual movie on Golden Pond, that was pretty good too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time since I saw that. Matter of fact, there's a couple movies that somebody brought up yesterday that I was going to have to revisit. Oh, Bambi.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to watch Bambi. This person actually talking to a friend of ours. She made a comment in regards to. I said, "What's your favorite Disney movie?" She said, "Bambi." Wow. And you know what I said? I said, "Yeah, I hate it when his dad dies." I'm like, oh, I'm so smart, Anyway.
I don't think I've ever actually seen that in any form.
Oh, well, then, damn it, you need to come over and we'll watch it. We'll snuggle and have a good time. It'll be a fun Bambi Disney. Actually, I love most all Disney movies, and but me picking the wrong plot out of the whole thing out of it was ridiculous. Yeah. If you don't know a Thoreau, you know a Thoreau quote, but you don't know a Bambi quote. Come on, jeez, Bambi is legendary, man. That's the stuff.
What's the Bambi quote? Is there a Bambi quote?
Well,
ouch.
yeah, that's That's Godzilla versus Bambi. And did you ever see that one?
Yeah, but was it the mother that got killed? I can't remember in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ouch before she died.
Yeah. No, it just I mean, I think the quotes I can think of Bambi was, "I'm the thumper," and you're pretty and stuff. It's just love. It was just more of it's more of a warming of the soul movie, and had some good songs, old songs, but nothing that sticks in your head and sings along with it, because it's kind of like, I think Bambi was probably the second movie that Disney ever made. I think
Really?
third. I think so. I think it was Snow White and then Bambi possibly. I'm not sure. Could have been. Yeah, I have to look into that. But yeah, but either way, I am interested in watching again very soon, because I just can't believe that it was such a big part of my life as a child, and now I don't even remember it. That's pathetic, And then I do want to watch. This person told me yesterday their favorite movie was like the action, the Die Hard and stuff. I haven't seen Die Hard in however many years,
Oh yeah, it's great. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, but last Christmas at least. I'm kidding. That's such a stupid battle. Is it a Christmas movie? Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it's like it's filmed during Christmas, but and I think he even says "Merry Christmas, Hans" at one time. But
oh yeah, it's a Christmas party. So I mean,
yeah,
and it's about a couple reuniting, or at least trying to. So it's got everything about Christmas. And
well, I think
Hans Gruber, of course.
Saying that movie is a Christmas movie is like saying New Year's Eve movie would be the Poseidon Adventure is a Christmas or New Year's movie. Remember that?
Yeah, it kind of was. So we always talked about it as the New Year's movie. New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
well, it's because they're singing that song when the ship flips over. Yeah, that was a good movie. Actually,
That's a great movie.
I love the original. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it was redone, but I don't remember how well it was done.
I wouldn't watch the other one, but Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone. He's working on a live action Bambi movie. Actually, come out 2022.
Really?
Yeah, in the story, when the hunter shoots at the mom, right, actually hits the squirrel, the bullet gets twisted around, spins out, and somehow kills the mom. So it's a little he's covering that controversy. It's a conspiracy theory.
So you can kill
Who shot Bambi? We want the truth.
We want to. Well, actually, it's funny because they filmed that recently here in Longview, Washington, and that squirrel they shot actually spun up and ran over the metal bridge and died off of it. Because did you see that yesterday in the paper that Disney was here apparently filming the bridges? So there you go.
Well, he should do it as an animated movie, and then he could have the magic bullet be portrayed by Magic Johnson. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That'd be a big bullet. Tell you that much. But no, actually, Disney was here, and they did film some pictures and stuff across the Kessler Bridge.
Really?
Oh yeah. So I think that the Kessler Bridge is Max Camp, if I remember correctly.
Did they shoot another movie with Richard Dreyfuss, something like Mr. Holland's Opioids or something like that, or Opiates?
Yeah, that one's not in Longview. Could have been at one time. I think that we're getting better.
They shot some of it at R.A. Long.
Mr. Holland's Opioids?
No, Mr. Holland's Opus, the actual Richard.
Yeah. I remember that Mr. Holland's Opus, and then also they filmed that here in town, and they filmed Robert De Niro and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s movie at Weyerhaeuser area over there, and
Rainier.
What's that?
Rainier too.
Rainier, yeah, and it shot across. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what movie that was. He was the Navy officer, whatever.
What started out, it was called Navy Diver, but then they changed it to Men of Honor.
Men of Honor, that's what it was. Yeah, very good. That's a very good show. Very good movie. But then I was trying to think what it was. Sorry. And then they filmed another one over there too at Weyerhaeuser, which was in that area over there, which was where the young man travels to Alaska and goes on his personal journey.
Oh yeah, the personal.
All the Pearl Jam background music.
Yeah, it was called The Personal Journey.
No, it's called Into the Wild.
Into the Wild. Okay. Yeah, that was really good. It kind of had, not a great ending, but it was a lesson learned by that guy, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully it's a lesson learned by a lot
By
of people.
others.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Take advantage.
we were talking about fine literature by Thoreau, and before we get to your questions and all that, and we've got exciting stuff about the game show world, but before we get to that, I want to read you a line of Thoreau, several lines, and then you're going to come in with the next line. I think you can do it. Okay.
Sure.
So this is you got to pay attention here. Are you ready?
I am ready.
You and I in a little toy shop buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got. Set them free at the break of dawn till one by one they were gone. Back at base, bugs in the software. Flash the message, something's out there. Floating in the summer sky. What's the next line?
That's not Uncle Tom. No, that's what do you call it? Astronaut Tom or Major Tom.
No, it's
Right.
actually Nina. Remember Nina? 90,
Oh, Nina. Yeah, red left balloons. There you go.
yeah, 99 red balloons go by. I just thought I would
Wow. Sorry,
lead you into that, but I failed in my leadership, but that's okay.
No, that's okay. 99 red left balloons go by.
Yeah, there's two versions.
Yeah, I like the left version actually better than the red balloons.
Yeah.
Left apparently is red, so
We'll play 3 seconds of it.
go for it.
That's all we can do. That's all
For
we
some
can
odd
do.
reason, that the sound doesn't come across here.
I was good, believe it or not. It was just comes in with the music, but that's a great song. I heard it on the way home from Target this morning.
Oh, really? And that has to do with Thoreau.
No, I was trying to be funny that it was a Thoreau, because if you read it like that, it sounds like a poem, but in reality,
It's a
just
throwback
pop
from
song.
Thursday. Gotcha. Throwback Thursday. I get that.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that. I think that as far as our throwback Thursdays, we can do whatever we want to do. Matter of fact, I'm going to do another throwback Thursday for you. I will throw you a question when you're ready.
Yeah, before we go on, I want to say that was called a bit that didn't work.
Hey, you know what? You guys got to keep on trying, baby. Keep on trying.
Well, we learned yesterday after watching the match game and Hollywood Squares that you just do it, and if it doesn't work, they go to the next thing.
Yeah, no, that's for certain. And those, by the way, are fantastic. If you guys, if anybody out there needs something to watch during this pandemania, besides us, I mean, I recommend watching us. But no, but Match Game and Hollywood Squares. Match Game in the 1975 or so, that was just, or 73, whatever years they were there.
Well, we saw 73, 74, 75, the New Year's show. It's
Yeah,
a
the New
party. All it is a wild party with a couple game show questions.
Yeah, I know. And there, yeah. So that's what I thought yesterday. I thought that was what I was thinking about was off of that show, but actually it was off of.
Yeah.
I mean, so the Paul Lynn questions and stuff that I was talking about yesterday, I thought that was off of Match Play, but that was actually off of Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, and the guy you were talking about that you liked on Match Game is the real wacky guy, Charles Nelson Riley.
Charles Nelson Riley. Yeah, that's right. He is quite a hoot. I mean, that's hilarious. I mean, he was but the other guy too, Paul Lynn, he was the guy that he was a snaggletooth guy off of Charlotte's Web.
Oh, was it?
He played the rat. Yeah. Yeah, he played the rat. It was good. It was a great character though. You know, I think let's see here. I'm gonna try and share my screen here with us, and I'm going to.
I want to show a picture of Charles to the people, and then we can
Yeah, I did.
share the screen. So here's Charles, the wacky Charles Nelson Riley. So he was quite the
Yeah, he was
actor.
hilarious. If you play a little segment of his stuff.
I don't know. That's a Mark Goodson production. He might not like it.
Well,
Those guys are tough, man.
I'm thinking that Charles Riley, he would probably like it either
Oh.
way. He'd like it either way.
Yeah, he probably did.
That's something that he would
Good
say.
one. That's
I'll take it either way. That's right.
That's
yeah.
a good one. He'd say it with a flair too. That
Oh,
guy.
he would. Yeah. Anything you got, I can take. Yeah.
Well, after we watched that, we started thinking in the variety show we could somehow figure a way to have a little of that game show element, that silly.
I've done a little comedy. We need to have some little comedy.
Yeah.
So,
Richard
little-
Dawson.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the one thing I always admired about Richard Dawson, the herpes he got from, I'm kidding, but but the ability to kiss all of every freaking, I mean, it's disgusting, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that. But he literally, I think he kissed every woman on his show. It was disgusting because I think he had like really young girls in there sometimes. And like,
I don't know about
kiss
that.
them right on the mouth. I'm like, what in the
Really?
hell is that guy doing?
Yeah, he was
But-
old, but it was the 70s. It was
It was
different
70s,
rules.
yeah. You know, and that's like, this is like he said today, Cuomo, by the way. You started about Cuomo.
Yeah.
His pictures stuff. He's not gonna give up quite yet. He says that he goes, folks, there's hundreds of pictures of me kissing somebody. That is the way that that's my traditional the traditional way that I meet somebody is I kind of give them a kiss on both cheeks or I hold on to them and kiss them, you know. So yeah, there's hundreds of pictures like that, guys and girls, he says, you know. So
Yeah, but that doesn't explain the accusations that go with it. So.
no, it doesn't, but it does make sense for the picture. You know, he's like, you know, this younger gal, he picks her and he reaches up and, I mean, he may be wrong. He may have
Grabbed her in the face. I mean, it's stuff they're talking about. It's not the pictures are bad, but the stuff they're talking about. But he'll have a podcast by fall. He'll be okay. He'll land on his feet.
Yeah, well, he's not quitting, so you never know. I mean,
No, but I think they'll get a recall. Even Democrats want him out. So
I don't know. Now you're dealing with the mafia, though. You know, I hate to be that type of guy. Say, hey, possible mafia ties there, but the Cuomo connection is pretty strong there. You know, apparently his family's been around for a long time.
yeah, and what that's called is a racist statement.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But that's not what I mean by that. I just mean the fact that his dad was like the governor too, wasn't he? Or
Oh yeah, he's the original Mario Cuomo.
Mario Cuomo, yeah. So the family's pretty set in that area. They're not going to be going away anytime soon. Which is good. I mean, maybe, you never know.
It's up to the voters. That's why I
Up
love
to
the
the voters,
recall.
yeah.
If you need the recall, it's there. I don't like to overuse it, but it's there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one yet. We'll have to let the voters go to it, like you said.
I'm moving to New York just to get in on the recall vote.
There you go. I'm moving to Oregon to get into the vaccine thing they're trying to do here. I'm trying to share my screen, but it's not coming up what I wanted to share. Dang it. I am at a loss, folks. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Okay, so I'll swap sharing it. There we go.
Well, Oprah told Meghan Markle something, but that looked pretty good. That was juicy gossip you threw at us.
What was that?
Said something about Oprah tells Meghan Markle or something. I didn't get the rest of it, but it's going to be big. You know, Meghan
Okay,
Markle.
well, I'll throw a question at you anyways. I'm on these other questions here.
Yeah.
Where was your first job and what did you do?
Well, other than the paper route I had for only 1 month up this long high hill, I had a real job at Albertsons, the fine food, Albertsons Fine Food, the great grocery store,
Yeah, and
the
so
Triangle Mall,
you did the paper out thing, which is always good. I had a paper out as well.
strawberry picking.
Huh?
Strawberry picking too, but once you get a real
yeah.
job where you get a paycheck, which was Albertsons.
First paycheck was Albertsons. Gotcha.
Oh, it was awesome. They had the best bakery in town by far.
Back in the day, doing the paper out, I had no problem at all. But it's like, you know, after school, you go do it. And now it's at 4 o'clock in the morning. And who in the hell is going to let your 12-year-old kid go collect money, cash for everybody, and put it in a little bag? And, you know, my sister did it. You know, I was like, wow. I'm like, wow. She was in the apartments in these, in a pretty rough neighborhood. And I was quite surprised nobody cared. So.
Oh yeah.
And she was 4 years older than I was. So when she wasn't doing it, I was doing it. I was like, oh,
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, now it's a car pulls up and not that many people get the paper anymore. I never see it. Never see anybody delivering.
Car pulls up. Who can it be?
Yeah,
All
you never,
rushing.
you never see that much anymore. I don't know. It's online.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. It's
So what?
becoming of the past. Are you calling somebody?
No, I was going to say, what questions do you have?
Well, what questions do I have for you? Well, that was one of them.
Yeah, that was a question.
Yeah, but I also have, how did you and your friends spend your time after school and on the weekends?
And mostly in prayer groups, and we had a class or a group that diagrammed sentences. Those two things kept us pretty busy. Charity, we gave a lot of money to the those in need.
You and your kids did. You and your friends did.
Oh yeah, we did great things for people.
Oh, well, that's pretty good, Brian. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we were never convicted, so.
You're never convicted. Well, there you go. Well,
we did hijinks. We're into hijinks, man.
Everybody's into hijinks, and you got to be at that age. You're supposed to be.
Yeah, but it could lead you to trouble. The juveniles, the juvenile department used to be up by the freeway. Now it's downtown, but it was on the freeway.
Yeah.
Spent a night there. It was pretty good, actually.
You spent a night in juvie? Wow, do tell.
Well, I only lived about 2 miles away, or even less. Oh, I came home when I was almost 18 and thought I was bigger than life. And I told my mom I was going to do whatever I wanted from then on. She said, that's fine. 10 minutes later, the patrol car showed up, cuffed me and tossed me in. And I pleaded to that I would do what, she wanted, but she said, we'll talk tomorrow.
And you went to jail when you went to
juvie.
May I ask what you did to get in there?
I just told you.
Well,
She called the cops. She called the cops and said, this unruly kid won't do what he said.
Oh, it's unruly kid. Just your mom did. Okay.
They were there in 10 minutes. They were there.
Oh, I thought you did something. Well, you did still or something that.
I declared that I was emancipated. Turns out I wasn't. It's one of my top memories. It's one of my best memories.
I like your mom. I'll tell you that much right now. That's awesome because my mom may have done that as well. It sounds like something she just, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. You go ahead and actually, I'm sure she did. My mom tried to get the cops to take me away before, so I'm sure.
Yeah, well, she was quiet and gentle, but then when she needed the move, man, she had the move. So
yeah, no, that's cool.
I didn't see it coming. I was shocked.
Yeah, people nowadays, it's really weird. I think that they think that like I know a lot of single mothers, and they're like, oh, they'll say, oh, my son is, I think he's got mental issues. He's really, he's crazy. And I'm like, why do you think he's crazy? I'm like, well, he's playing with matches. I'm like, that's not crazy. That's just boys, plain and simple. I mean, it might be, if you're trying to burn your house down, that's one thing, but just doing silly little things at a very young age, that can be just, that's boys being bored, pure boredom, I play with snakes. I play with firecrackers. I play with lighters and matches and you name it. We even made bombs that we were kids.
Oh yeah, it's just extreme curiosity.
Extreme curiosity, yeah. And we need an outlet for that,
Yeah.
Curiosity, that whole, being curious killed the cat, or whatever it says curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
Well, it may be so, but I guarantee you it killed a lot of little boys too.
Well, it taught us a lot too. So.
Oh, it did totally. I mean, there's no way that that Elon Musk would be rocketing up his way through life if he hadn't got to play with rockets and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guarantee you, there's not one neighbor in the world that said, "Hey, go ahead, make it legal to play with my rocket, play with your rockets in my neighborhood." Yeah, not happening.
Well, we both would think something was wrong with somebody if they didn't play with matches. Like you never have.
I know, right? That's like, I mean, I understand, and I have a friend who her son used to, throw things he was like 3, 4. He'd throw things constantly in the toilet, and she's trying to figure out why. I go, no, he's trying to see what's going to happen when it all backs up and when he's building something inside there, and he's just trying to figure out. And the kid ends up being really super smart when he's older. He might have some issues, but he's super smart, and he's just likes to figure things out. Boys like to do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, me and my sons used to play with matches in a sense together. I'd be overseeing the thing, and we'd blow up little things, stuffed animals and stuff. And then they each had one incident with doing it, but I was on top of it. So yeah, it's natural, but it was fun when you do it together and show the
Sure.
safety. You can show the safety measures.
Yeah, and you don't blow your fingers off, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember making we made some, used to take those, my mom and my sisters used to have eggs that came in our nylons. I would fill those eggs full of kerosene, you name it, whatever it was, black powder, wrap those things up, you know, and then put a little wick on them and light it up and set them on the railroad tracks, they'd blow up, and you know, it was just,
Oh yeah.
you know, that was a fun thing to do, I tell you. I mean, I thought I'd be a bomb expert when I was older at one point, you know, for a couple of days you get that point, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know, and I remember digging holes in the ground and making these huge forts in somebody's backyard. And I mean, it was, we could have like chairs under the ground in the backyard, you know, that's how big the hole was.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I mean, people will be like, think you're crazy if you did that.
Oh
you know?
yeah. Well, when you're doing stuff with your kids like that too, you can show them precautions, you know, keep it away from anything that's flammable, keep it at a distance, you know, stuff like that. Safe use of fire.
Call before you dig type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire is our friend. Don't they say fire is your friend? But you got
Fire is our friend, you know, for the most part, you know, unless you get burnt by it. And I know a couple kids who got burnt by it pretty badly,
Yeah.
but you know, I had a friend of mine, we tried to play with matches and burnt my mom's, she had a really nice doily type of a tablecloth and burned a hole in that, and that was no good. And a plastic spoon had melted and fallen to my hand, burned a hole in my hand. That was I tell you what, burning plastic, melting plastic, that I don't know why I don't have a scar from that, by the way. That was my friend James from Chocolate Man Thailand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was one of the memories where we got in trouble and we couldn't see each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to go on his you know, YouTube thing and make a comment about it, like I'm on to him or something. So are you the guy that burns plastic?
Yeah. All I remember is I remember the coffee table, and it was not coffee table, but the table, kitchen table, and the doily. My mom, it was a really nice one. And then actually my mom set us up, so we had to go to the fire department over in Kelso, and then they told us that we were on record. You know?
Wow.
I think we had to go individually. I'm not sure if I went together with or just individually, but we had to go there and say, you know, my name's Lonnie, I'm 7, and I now have a record, you know, and they're on to me. They know that if something happens ever again, they're going to have to, you know, it was just weird. It threatened me enough to where, you know, and my family, they had a lot of firemen in it. So it was like, they were, they just me sending me anywhere and saying that they cared actually
Yeah.
made me think. It was like, oh, okay. So
Well,
there is people out there watching after me.
that's an incredible lesson too. So your mom's up there with my mom at that high level of knowing what to do to prevent things or punish or whatever. It's cool stuff. That's a good.
Yeah, instead of just punishing you and freaking out. My mom, don't get me wrong, she'd beat on us a little bit when we deserved it, but for the most part, it was always like, well, instead of actually, you know, doing something that she can't really, it doesn't help to discipline somebody in a certain way, like spanking and stuff. I don't think so.
Well, but like if you were lighting the match and she came in the room and smacked your hand,
well, absolutely, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Life
But
lesson.
I mean, like, but her thinking ability was above that. So instead of her freaking out when she saw my grades, that quote I have on the wall over here, you know, the world needs ditch diggers too.
Yeah.
That was a way harder. That was a way harder burn and crush than her telling me that I had to stay after school or do anything like that or whatever. It's just like all of a sudden now, I just really, my mom makes me feel like I'm maybe I don't know, incompetent when I knew I wasn't, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a funny insult too, but I love the lesson though. If you have to go there and you got a record now with the fire department, you're
right.
They're
and
on.
I didn't. I know I don't think I did at all.
No, but it's cool.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Made an impact. Hey, I need to take an impact break of 45 seconds. I'll be right back. So
you do that. You know,
tell the people about what we got going.
Go do your power poop, Brian. Tell you what we're gonna do, folks. While I have you on here, I'm gonna take a personality test because I have not a test. I failed the last one. It said that I had no personality, and I need to redeem myself. So what I'm going to do here is dun, 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 dun. Where did it go? There you go. I think it's right here, which is no, it's not. And I'm supposed to be sharing that. So I don't know where it went. I apologize. But that's okay. I know Brian will be back here in about 10
Oh,
seconds.
I like that. Cordless fall prevention alarm. I like it. Is that for me?
That is for you. Yes. It's yeah. I was
I
trying
like
to
it.
figure out there is a I don't know, questionnaire place thing I don't hear, but now I can't find it again. Dang it. I tell you, my brain is as good as is about as good as my ability to work this computer.
Well, I like the headline. Oprah tells Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, "You said shocking things here." They've
I
said
don't know where that's at.
oh,
This thing here? No. I don't know what I'm sharing nowadays. It's so freaking, I'm lost.
well, I'm intrigued about Oprah talking to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll just emotional personality.
Well, that credit card is so good. The guy signed up personally, so we got to check into that sometime. Then they're talking about fashion hits and misses from the 2021 Golden Globes, featuring a picture of Jamie Lee Curtis with her Golden Globes.
Okay, Brian, can you see this page now?
There you go. Inappropriate joke alert. Go ahead. All I see is Oprah tells Meghan Markle, "You guys said some crazy stuff."
Wow.
Makes
Okay.
you want to watch it. Yeah, I think you're sharing the wrong one. You might just dump the share and then come back.
I'm going to. I can try. There we go. There we go. Where'd you go? Damn it! I am just like.
Am I even around?
I'm
I can't
lost
get
here.
rid of it. I'm viewing the screen. Can I get rid of it? Let's see if that.
I wish. I'm trying to get rid of it as we speak. I can't get back to you now. I'm having an emotional breakdown in a moment. So that's okay. Oh, damn. I don't know what's going on here. So I'm going to have to. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Can you see
here.
me? Can you see me?
I can see you in the right corner, and then I got search the web, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it
I
talks.
got nothing.
It's got games from 2 days ago. The Mavericks and the Magic played at 4:00 on March 1st. Pacers met the Sixers, and then of course the Jazz played somebody, but I can't see. Then you got some headlines. NFL World reacts to the
I didn't know what
Alex.
page you're on. That's so lame-o.
So you can't get out of this?
Oh, there we go. I see where you're at there. And we're
Are
gonna
you
go
back
here,
on?
lock that. I'm gonna shut that. And I'm gonna look at
Oh.
my email, see if
You got an email. There's a Brandy down there wants to have a meetup.
Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, I literally cannot find you on my computer right now.
Well, I should have worn a hat. Let's be honest.
Well, there you're back. Wow, I see you now. That is crazy. Yeah, I won't go there again. But this emotional testing I was trying to do for everybody. But apparently, maybe if I do this here, where the hell did it go? Right here. So now you can see this emotional test, right?
Oh,
Did you see that?
Yes, test your emotional intelligence. I need to work on that.
This one, we can do your test or me.
Let's do you. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, you.
Okay, my name is L. My last name is K.
Your computer will be shut down at the end of this, as it always.
I hate that. Oh man, we're not.
Don't worry, there was a problem with your submission. There's a joke there we can't tell. Problem with your submission.
Well, as long as it's not emission, we're okay.
It says your errors have been highlighted below. So that's like being married, getting your errors highlighted. That's good.
Yeah, well, it's because they want my emails and they're gonna send me 1,000 things. So folks, I'm giving you a crap me email right now. So if you want to send me something, that is the email to send it to.
Do you ever look
Because-
at that? You ever
No.
go to that email?
Not unless I absolutely have to.
Don't do it. I mean, if people want to get a hold of you, they can find you on LB Hour, LBHOUR on Facebook.
Yeah, that's where all my crap goes. And may have been an issue because I'm not going to stop this right now.
Yeah, get rid of that. Do one that you don't have to sign into. I'm curious
Yeah.
about my emotional intelligence, but I got really angry there when you had problems with it. So
That's okay. I'm having problems again. I can't see you. Where'd you
it's
go?
a big I have a big problem with that. I get these little things happening and I get overly upset. It's stupid. There it is.
There you are. Okay, so I always slow down to that, that Mick Jagger.
Oh yeah.
I am
I
there,
need big glasses.
I am there for your emotional rescue.
That's a good one.
I've heard that for a long time.
I need the big glasses, the Charles Nelson Riley glasses.
Glasses from him, yeah, that's funny. I bet you if I had the big glasses and an outfit, another little boa, I could probably play him.
Probably have the whole thing. I think I do.
Yeah, yeah. But do you have the 70s brown thick velvet jacket that he had on or something? I think he would.
That might be tough. There were some interesting
And
jackets.
his ties, those ties are so wide, man. Those are huge. Those are awesome.
Crazy.
Dawson had that big, huge white polka dot tie on.
Yeah, and you see somebody wearing a white belt this thick with holes in it. Those white belts, crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. But
Got any
Yeah.
other ones?
I had some here. I'm just sorry, got lost there. But just it starts scaring me and making me a little emotional, unhappy myself when I get lost in these things. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I got this in here, which is basically, where did you go to school and what was it like?
Where did I go to school and what was it like?
Mm-hmm.
I went to Barnes, Huntington, and
Barnes is
also
what?
high school, and then one semester Mark Morris. I did it all.
You worked out in the barns?
Barnes School over on Barnes Avenue, Barnes.
Barnes Elementary, you mean?
Yeah, I do have an announcement. I just got a notice from Facebook regarding the FB or the LB Hour Facebook, and they shut us down.
What?
Yeah, they said request a review. So yeah, because we did, and this is for the kids too. Anybody trying to learn out there, if you try to make a fake name like LB Hour, I made it into a person's name, like his first name is LB, his last name Hour. They caught on to it and shut us down.
Is that the one I started the first time?
No, that's when I started to get us on the live feed, the Facebook Live. But it's been shut down for now. But it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So what I've learned I've learned a lot in the last night, last couple of days. If you get lost on Facebook, or if you get kicked out of Facebook or Instagram or any of these, your SOFOL, whatever, your SOL, literally, because I'll tell you what, it's so hard. There's these little buttons that say, press for support, yada, yada, yada.
Oh yeah.
The best thing you can do if you're on Instagram and you have these problems, the best thing you can do is go press to resolve an issue or report an issue. If you report an issue or resolve an issue real quick, that'll get back to you probably within 2 or 3 days from what I hear. But that's the only way you're going to do it. With the Facebook one, with the person out with any issues you have with Facebook so far cannot be, there's nobody personally to do that. So I will tell you right now, and I haven't not heard this yet. I mean, I have not gotten back to me yet. Well, they did, and they didn't. They haven't resolved my issue yet. However, Oculus is owned by Facebook now. And Oculus, Chandler, my son, is going to buy a virtual reality system.
Oh wow.
So I watched a show last night on this. It says because Oculus is owned by Facebook. If you talk to Oculus, has a live person you can call in or you can text back and forth to. And if you have an issue with anything else that Facebook owns, you get a hold of them and they will set the record straight for you. So supposedly they're going to work on my Facebook account today.
Well, they're working on that because We are out of that one. You'd have to show your ID and prove that our name's LBR. We're fine moving on. So I'll start a page, an LBR page on my Facebook, which is easy to get to, or maybe on the Buzz guy.
Well, we already have one on mine, so it should be. Let's just wait a day or two until we find this out. So,
Wait, well, I've been posting like the old shows, so we'll figure.
oh yeah, well that's fine. I don't know what you mean by that. We'll go back. We'll talk about it later, apparently.
We'll get a page, like you have a page on yours, but it should be a joint page we can both go to. So
yeah. Well, supposedly I can make you an admin. That's the thing. If I can make you an admin, that's the way you want to do it. You know.
Yeah. So how do you do that? Get on your Facebook?
I don't know. I have to do my Facebook. I wish I could. Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right. So what else you got? Did you find an emotional support animal?
Emotional support thing? No, I did not. I've got an emotional support animal though, looking at me through the window. And by the way, Brian, have you ever had a dog?
Oh yeah, I had a dog for 12 years, Molly. It was an incredible dog, and I had dogs as a kid. And yeah, I love dogs. I'm a cat guy mostly, but I love dogs. A good dog.
What? Yeah. So what was your first dog?
It was a kind of a mutt in a sense. It was. I can't even remember that dog's name, but I had it when I was a little kid, and then I walked to Barnes School from Holcomb Acres with it, and the dog took off. Never saw it again.
Oh, well, that sucks. How old were you?
11.
11. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, Brian, what scares you the most?
Same thing that scares Burt Reynolds: women and the police.
Good job, Burt Reynolds. I'll go with the women, but I won't go with the police.
Well, you're defenseless against both, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's the my social agility that makes the ability so I don't go to jail, and I can deal with policemen usually pretty well.
Yeah.
And I don't do too bad with friending a woman and understanding them. Now, getting them to do what I want is never ever an easy task, but me learning about them and befriending them is very easy to do. And hopefully, it's just and I don't mean getting them to do what I want. I mean, that's not in that. That sounds horrible. But no, I don't know. I had my experience with women, and I love women actually. I prefer women most of the time over male. I mean, I have a lot of male friends, but I can't. I think most of my friends refer to females. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe seems like it. But what emotion do you experience the most, Brian?
Well, I want to go back a little bit because what you said about women, and that you prefer women, you like women and all that, you like to talk about them and stuff. I had no idea that you even were interested in women. So that's pretty You never talk about it.
Yeah, not at all. No, I don't ever talk about it. No, I think it's the reason why is because I was raised by 4 women, my sisters and my mom, and no men around or like that, and then my aunts, my grandmas, yada yada. So it's like I'm just used to having women around. So, and that's why I know how to treat a lady.
Yeah.
It's just it's piss poor joke, but it's actually kind of true. I mean, we don't get along. We're not equal. We are not equal people. Men and women, we're not. Men are better than women on some things, and women are better than men on most things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way that it is. It's just women have the ability to multi-purpose, multi-function, multi-task, and we're kind of like guys are kind of like single-mindedly a lot of times. It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's all great, but I just I don't know. The female mind is something I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a lot of friends that are females, so I've had my share of romances here and there, but that's not what life's about in particular. Not trying to be a heartbreaker and a life taker, like what's his name said.
Yeah. Oh, Pat Benatar,
No, I can't remember. It was,
Heartbreaker, Dream Maker.
no, I think the Heartbreaker and the Life Taker
Oh yeah.
was a Marine quote from back in the day.
Oh, she had Heartbreaker, Dream Maker, Love Taker.
Yeah. Won't you mess around with me? Okay, so here's a question for you then, Brian. Let's hear. What emotion do you experience the most?
I would say almost. I'd say